everyone, and welcome to my channel. And today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Scaramouche. You and Scare have been arguing for what felt like hours. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife, and you were both at your wits' end. Finally he snapped. His voice rose in volume until it was a shout, and the venom in his words made your heart leap. Can't you just listen to me for once? I'm trying to explain myself and all you do is argue back. You're so selfish, Ryan. Do you even care about anyone but yourself? You flinched at the sound of his voice and the anger in his words. Tears stung your eyes as you tried to process what was happening. This wasn't the Scaramouche that you knew and loved. This was a stranger, someone who would hurt you with their words without a second thought. Scaramouche seemed to realize his mistake as soon as the words had left his mouth. He took a step back, his expression filled with shock and guilt. Oh God, I'm so sorry, Ryan. I didn't mean to yell at you like that. I don't know what came over me. Please, forgive me, love. You shook your head, unable to form words. Through the sobs that racked your body, you didn't know if you could forgive him for this, for making you feel so small and terrible. Scaramouche stepped forward, reaching out to pull you into a tight hug. You hesitated for a moment before melting into his embrace, your tears soaking into his shirt. I promise I'll make it up to you, and never yell at you like that again. I'll be better. I swear it. You weren't sure if you believed him, but for now, all you could do was hold on to him and hope that things would get better in the future. Xiao. You and Xiao had got into a heated argument, something that rarely happened between the two of you. But this time, things were different. Xiao's voice rose in anger, and his words were biting and hurtful. I can't believe you would be so careless. You knew how important this was to me, and you still messed it up. How could you be so thoughtless? You flinched at the sound of his voice, the anger in his words. Tears welled up in your eyes as you tried to process what was happening. Xiao was never like this. Xiao was never this hurtful with his words, and he was always doing his best to make you happy. And now, you had ruined it. You had messed up, and made him hate you. You break down into tears, and that's when Xiao seems to realize his mistake as soon as he looks at you. He took a step back, his expression filled with shock and guilt. I'm sorry. I didn't mean any of that. I don't know what came over me. Please, forgive me, Wayan. You couldn't bring yourself to speak, still feeling the sting of his words, and you looked away. But Xiao was quick to apologize again, his voice filled with remorse. I know I shouldn't have said those things. I don't want to hurt you. Ever. Please forgive me. I'll do anything to make it up to you. Xiao's words were sincere, and you could see the regret etched on his face. You took a deep breath, trying to steady yourself, before nodding. I forgive you, Xiao, but please, never speak to me like that again. It hurt me more than you could ever imagine. He nodded, his eyes filled with gratitude and love, as he pulled you into a tight hug, holding on to you as if you were the most precious thing in the world. Venti. You and Venti had been arguing for what felt like hours now, and you were both just done with it. And eventually, Venti snapped. Why can't you just understand where I'm coming from? You always do this to me. You never listen to me, Wayan. I'm only trying to help. And yet, He will just never understand. He flinched at the sound of his voice. He knew he was correct, maybe, and he wasn't trying to be so mean. And yet, the way he was yelling and the way he looked at you, it made you cry. You were scared of him, for a moment, the way his power swirled around him, without his own control. And for a moment, everything stopped for Venti, as he froze, looking at you. He took a shaky breath, stepping forward, his expression pained as he saw the tears streaming down your face. He knew he had hurt you, and he couldn't bear to see you in such pain. Without a word, he wrapped his arms around you, pulling you into a tight embrace. He held you close, his heart pounding in his chest, as he felt your tears soak his shirt. "I'm so sorry, my love. I didn't mean to hurt you. Please forgive me. I only wanted to help, but then I guess I got too ahead of myself." You hesitated for a moment, before nodding, your tears still falling. He brushed them away gently, pressing a soft kiss to your lips. "I love you, Ayan. Please, don't cry. I will do anything to make it up to you. Just give me a chance." "Child, you and Childe had been on a mission, but you got careless and almost got hurt. Childe was serious with you, his voice rising in volume as he shouted at you. I told you to be careful. You could have gotten hurt, or worse. Do you just not understand how dangerous this is?" He yelled out, taking a step towards you, and you flinch, tears welling up in your eyes as you tried to back away from him. And that's when he realized what he was doing. Taking a step back, his expression filled with shock and guilt. "Oh, Ayan, I wasn't going to," he said, his voice shaking, and it was like he couldn't continue his words, unable to say it, unable to comprehend that you would think that of him. "I wasn't going to hurt you. I didn't mean to yell at you like that. I was just so scared. Please, forgive me." You hesitated for a moment before nodding, crying, as he pulled you into his arms, whispering apologies into your ear. "I'm sorry, my love. I just can't understand the thought of losing you. I promise I will never let my anger get the best of me again." He leaned down, pressing a soft kiss to your lips, trying to make you feel better. And as he pulled away, he wiped your tears, his touch gentle and soothing. "You're safe now," he whispered. "I won't let anything happen to you. I love you so much." And he meant it, every single word of it.